Welcome to everyone joining us right here on Zoom, and all of you joining us on our social media platforms and our BetAleph app. It's good to have you here on this Friday, Shabbat Eve. As we are at the Western Wall once again. We're going to get started in under a minute, so find your meditation posture and close your eyes. Even if you are used to meditate with your eyes open, I'm inviting you for this particular practice to close your eyes. And then bring awareness to focus on the breath. And with every out breath, see if you can release and relax, release any tension, relax the body. And just come to surrender into this moment. There's nothing else to do right now, nothing to worry about, nowhere to go. Just being here. Whatever you were carrying around until this very moment, just put it down. And find yourself here. You know, this is coming into Shabbat, so in particular on Friday afternoon, we are asked to begin letting go of all the things we've carried around the entire week and to come to a place where we can be done. Like, of course, not every thread has been, tied in a pretty bow and is ready to go, but you'll pick up those threads after Shabbat. But right now, you're done. You know, as Shabbat goes in, gets in, you're done. It's hard for us to be done. We live in a society that is open 24/7. That's why we have to reclaim Shabbat for ourselves. 24 hours where we are done. Nothing needs to be added, changed, modified, corrected. Everything can be enjoyed exactly as it is, in its unfinished state. There is great beauty to be found in the undone, in the not quite finished, in the not exactly put together parts of life. Great beauty. So here we go. As we come together in this virtual meditation hall that connects all of us, that brings us all together, we begin with a chant for peace. a chant for harmony. We begin with a chant for Shalom. We'll take a deep breath in through our nose. We'll hold the breath at the top for 5 counts, and then we'll chant, and we'll do that 3 times. And so take a breath for Shalom. And as we let the body recover the natural rhythm of its own breath, we come and sit together with our 4 angels, the ones that are always around us. They are here to lift us up. They are here to cheer us on during our practice. They are here to take away all limiting beliefs, all negative thoughts about our abilities to practice and deepen our practice. Before us, sitting in front of us, is Uriel, the light of the divine. It is here to shed light before us, to enlighten us, to bring us out of the darkness, and to guide us on our way. So we surrender and trust to be guided by Uriel during our practice today. On our left is Gavriel. Gavriel is the angel of courage, strength, determination, discipline. It is the angel that supports us to stay focused on our practice, steadfast, one-pointed, dedicated to the practice, to stay focused on the object of meditation. This is Gabriel on our left. Now behind us is Raphael, the angel of healing. Whatever we let go of, whatever recedes in the past behind us, whatever we leave behind, Raphael heals all that needs healing so that we can let go. Healing of the past. Raphael is the angel that has got our back, is giving us a spiritual massage while we sit in meditation, is doing a little Reiki on us while we meditate, to heal all parts of self. And then on our right is Michael, who is like, his name means the likeness of God. Michael is a mirror to ourselves, to remember that when we look, we don't see a separate sense of self, but we see the image of the divine reflected as us. Michael is the angel who whispers in our ear. Hineni, here I am. I am always here. I am always you. And so, surrounded by our four angels, we now invite into the space of our meditation a kavana, our intention for this practice. That I may recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. Breathing and relaxing. Breathing and letting go. I invite you to open the field of listening. With your eyes closed, I invite you to listen as far as you can. Notice that the field of listening is before us, on our left, on our right, behind us, above and below. The field of listening is all around. And we can be listening for the sounds near. We can be listening for the sounds far away. We listen to every sound. We can be listening to the sounds within as well as the sounds without. The sound of the breath, maybe the sound of the fan of the computer, maybe the little sounds everywhere in the house, in the office, wherever you are. If you're outside, maybe all the sounds around you. The people walking by, the cars, the birds, the bees, the flies, whatever is there, the little wind in the trees. We are the field of listening. We let all the sounds be heard. Notice that the field of listening doesn't discriminate between sounds. All the sounds are coming up. Welcome. We can't leave one thought, one sound out. By the time we realize the sound is here, it's already been heard. It's already entered the field of listening. Notice how in the field of listening a sound comes out of the silence, stays for a little while, and then disappears back into the silence. It's like the sound of my voice. Notice how the sound arises out of silence. Notice how the sound of the voice rises out of the silence and at the end of the sentence goes back into the silence. The sound of the voice rising and falling, appearing and disappearing. Just like all the sounds around us, appearing and disappearing. Perhaps you may also notice that wherever the sounds are coming from, or we believe they are coming from, they are all arising inside the field of listening. In fact, it doesn't matter whether it is the sound of the breath so near to us, or the sound of a jet plane flying overhead. There is no distance in the field of listening. Everything is arising inside the field of listening. Only the mind imagines distance. But to our direct listening experience, there is no distance. The airplane is not farther away than the sound of the breath. Whatever the sound is, it is arising inside the field of listening. Sometimes I imagine the field of listening as a giant sphere surrounding me, and all the sounds arise inside that sphere. And if you pay close attention, you realize that since all the sounds are arising inside the sphere of listening, the field of listening, there is no outside. There is no outside the field of listening. Everything is inside. In fact, even the notion of outside makes no sense, since everything is inside. No sound can appear outside of the field of listening. No outside. And everything, every sound comes and goes. Every sound appears and disappears, just like the sound of my voice. Shema Israel. Listen, spiritual seeker, God wrestler. Listen. Listen deeply. Capture all the sounds arising. Understand that just as the sounds arise out of the silence, out of nothingness, and return into the silence, into nothingness, so do the thoughts, so do the sensations, so does everything. just like this voice arising out of the silence, returning into the silence. Listen. Listen for yourself. The field of listening is the field of awareness. Nothing outside. No outside. Not to. Not to. And gently we let go of our practice, of our deep listening. Gently we take perhaps a few deeper breaths to help us transition out of our meditation. Let the body stretch as well if it needs to do so. And as always, we'll close our meditation today with our Shalom chants as we dedicate our practice to all beings. May all beings find that Shalom in their hearts, in their minds, in their world. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Modani.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Have a great trip.
You too.
Big
I
journey.
hope your mother has a great trip
Good
too.
vacation.
Thank
Shabbat
you.
shalom.
Restful time.
Lovely to see everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. See you later, Rabbi.
Bye, Rabbi. See you tonight.
Good night.
Right.
Shabbat Shalom. Have a great time.